Mr Chair.
Dennis O'Rourke.
Mr Chairman, I don't think that this title is at all accurate as a descriptor for this particular bill. And I've got three suggestions which I think, any one of which I think would be better. And the first one is E can't be democratic under this government bill, because that is the reality. It is a hybrid and it is not a democratic proposal for the governance of Canterbury at all. I mean, it's absolutely obvious that you can't be half pregnant and you can't be half democratic. So what is the point in having this window dressing of some elected people and some appointed ones? Because it's not going to be democratic as a result of that. So, Mr Chairman, I don't think that the current the current title is at all accurate, and nor is it actually transitional. It doesn't describe anything transitional at all. All it describes is yet another model for the government's dominance of Environment Canterbury. It's got one currently, this is a new one, and there won't be any democracy until after 2019. So how can that be transitional? It's not. That's just a weasel word and it shouldn't be there. The second suggestion I have for a title is this: Government's arrangements for its interest in Canterbury's Environment Amendment Bill, because that's really what the bill is about. When you consider why the government is doing it, it is doing it to make sure that its interests, what it wants to achieve, is what will happen in Canterbury for another 3 years. And again, that's not democratic, and in particular, it's not a way in which the desires and aspirations for the environment of the people of Canterbury could possibly be met, because the government is going to appoint members whose only interest is to serve the government's interests, and the elected people will have a hard job with 6 appointed representatives in actually trying to achieve what the people of Canterbury want for their own region. So for that reason, I also say that it's a very inappropriate title, and it should reflect the fact that this is just what the government wants. And so government's arrangements for its interests in Canterbury's Environment Amendment Bill would be much more accurate. And thirdly and lastly, my third suggestion is a failed attempt at Environment Canterbury Governance Arrangements Act 2015. And I think the word failed would be appropriate. And I say that because it is absolutely inevitable that this model will fail. Doesn't matter how you judge it. Will it represent the aspirations and desires of the people in Canterbury for their environment? No, because the government will see to it that they can't through their appointed representatives. And it doesn't matter that it's 6 against 7. It's close enough for that to be the effect. And will it actually mean that the Canterbury Water Management Strategy will be any better off under this bill? No, it won't, because it's already going to be entrenched in the bill, which doesn't need any appointed members to do that. And it's good that it will be entrenching the Canterbury Water Management Strategy, because that will underpin everything that the new councils do in the future. Whatever rules, whatever regulations they make must be consistent with that strategy, and that was well and properly done. But the appointed members' role in achieving that is well and truly over. And it's time for elected people to say what should happen in the future in terms of that strategy in Canterbury. No mixed system of both elected and appointed people can ever work effectively, because there will be that them and us approach that will take root, and it will never stop. And it's going to mean a dysfunctional council, I believe, and not one that the people of Canterbury will have any hope that will actually improve their environment. So, Mr Chairman, any one of those 3 titles I'd be happy with, but certainly not the one that we've got here.